And guess what? Today, Small Town Baker's going savory. Yes, you asked for it, you're getting it. Savory, healthy, and delicious. And Small Town Baker way, really easy. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed your weekend. It's a beautiful Sunday out there. We did get out for a walk as a family, but that's it. We stayed the blazes home, as the saying goes. And it's Sunday evening. It's time for a glass of wine. So I'm excited to show you new merchandise. Small Town Baker wine glasses. And they're nice and big, just like I like. So I'm going for my expensive wine here. Get a nice good sip. Oh, and look at that. Mmm. Tastes better in my mug, in my glass. I love it. Pam, thank you so much. Even has uniform for my producer. Let's have a look. Producer, Maggie, and Small Town Baker. Maggie, what do you think of your uniform?
Amazing.
Does it make you feel like official?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So today we're making a mango salad with grilled steak. Okay, now I have to admit this recipe came from my dear friend and neighbor Julie. So Julie, thank you for this. It's a family favorite in our house. Easy, delicious, kind of healthy. There is some bacon in there. So butter, bacon, same thing. All right, so I do have some bacon already sizzling on the stove. So we're gonna let that kind of sizzle away while I wash my hands. And guess what? Keeping that COVID out of the kitchen. Yes, so here we go. All right, we need some soap. Okay. The year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I've ever seen. God damn them all. I was towing cruises, these for American gold. We Barnum shed no tears. A broken man on Halifax Pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Maggie keeps thinking I'm getting better and better at that. Okay. Oh, the towel's on the floor. Nobody saw that. I'm just going to give the bacon a little flip. I do like to cook the bacon in a frying pan. You can nuke it, but I don't know. I find it's tastier and juicier and better when it's kind of done in the frying pan. So I'll just turn that down low so it doesn't sizzle too much. Before I get to the salad, I'm going to get our steaks ready. So really simple. All I like to do is take them out, leave them at room temperature for a little bit. These are strip loins. I always try when you can get your steaks on sale. You can also easily do a breast of chicken, or you could do some pork chops or whatever. Any real kind of protein goes with this. But we do like the steak. So I'm just going to take a little keg spice, and we're going to, whoopsie, we can just move that around a little bit. Okay, so we've got the steaks marinating. We've got the bacon cooking on the stove. We're going to make the dressing. So it's really quite simple. And measuring, Small Town Baker, not really, you don't really need it. But anyway, but we're going to put about 1/3 of a cup of peanut oil in my little dressing container. There we go. That's 1/3 of a cup. And then we want 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I'm using balsamic vinegar. Really, any kind of vinegar that you've got in the cupboard will do. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. 1, 2. Good. And then equal parts vinegar to maple syrup. I've got Acadian maple here. So 2 tablespoons of that. So there's 1, 2. All right, 2 tablespoons of that. And then about 2 teaspoons, so a little less soy sauce. So we're gonna just 2 teaspoons this time. So that comes out a little bit slower. So there's 1, 2. It's about right. And then just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So just, you want a little bit of salt in there. So that's good. So now, here's the key. Always, a good chef always tastes, you go by taste. So for this, you can really kind of go by taste. So I'm just gonna take a little spoon and we'll just put a dab on a little spoon. And I hate to say it, but it's really perfect. So it's perfect amount of salt. It's got that maple syrup in there for that sweetness, a little soy sauce, and then the peanut oil and the vinegar really all together. It's delicious. So that's done. We're gonna put that aside. All right, before we start on the mangoes, guess what? Small town baker needs some wine. So I'm gonna have a good sip of wine. Ooh. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday evening. I think I'm gonna. Okay, so I've got 2 mangoes here. We love our mangoes here in the Fitzgerald house. So I'm gonna do 2. You can just do 1 if you want. You can also do canned or bottled mangoes or whatever that you drain. But we like them kind of fresh. You gotta make sure that they're a little bit soft. I know in the grocery store right now, you're not allowed to squeeze any vegetables, or fruits or vegetables, so you kind of have to do it good by judge. Jeff got these for me. I think he did a pretty good job. Anyway, so mangoes. They're a little tricky. So this is what I like to do. I just take a vegetable peeler, kind of get as much of the skin off as I can. This is a really good juicy mango. So we got all the peels off. It's a little slippery, so you kind of have to hold on tight. But so we're just going to shave or cut the pieces off until we get to the core. You can start to kind of feel it there. That's about, so I got 3 off there. Then you can do the other side. There's 1. Oh, I think I'm only going to get 2 on that one. But so you just have to kind of feel, and then you can get what they call the fingers on the other side. There we go, and that kind of takes you. Ooh, I got a little core in that, so I won't cut that. Pieces. So now I'm just gonna cube them up, just like this. Okay, so I got one mango all diced. I'm gonna have a sip of wine. I'm gonna check on my bacon. Oh, it's looking good. Give that a little turn. Oh, sorry, Meg, I forgot to tell you I was moving. All right, and we'll just peel the other mango. All right, so the mangoes are cut and ready to go. My bacon is just finishing up here, so I'm actually gonna turn that off, and we'll pick those up, and we'll put them on some paper towel, get those to drain. Man, there's a lot of fat in bacon these days. Geez, and you don't get much in a package anymore, and it's really expensive. But anyway, everything's better with bacon and or butter, as the small town baker says. All right, so I'm gonna let those cool and dry up a little bit, get the oil absorbed, or fat. Let's get started on the salad. So now it's basically, we just need to put the salad together. It's so easy. So we're gonna take just a spring mix, greens, and we'll just put, now we're a family of 5, so we're just gonna probably put maybe half of this container in there. Okay, so that's probably enough for a family of 5. I'm gonna give that a little rinse, and we'll be right back. All right, so I've just dried off that bacon. So now all I'm gonna do is cut the bacon up a little bit. It's nice and smells delicious. All right, so we've got the bacon all cut up. We're gonna have a little drink of wine. Again, it is Sunday night. So now all we need to do is put all of our ingredients in there. So I'm gonna stick the bacon in there. I've got about a third to a half a cup of cashews. These are lightly roasted, lightly salted. You can use raw. You can toast them yourself a little bit in the oven if you want, or you don't have to use them, or you can use another nut of some sort, whatever. So I'm just gonna sprinkle. I've got about maybe a third in here, but I think that's probably enough. So a little less than a third of a cup. And like I said, we love our mangoes here, so I am going to use all of these, but don't feel you have to kind of fill it with that much. So we'll give that a little stir. We're going to get the steaks on the grill, and then we'll dress the salad up, and we'll be good to go. All right, so here we are. Welcome to Small Town Baker's backyard. Lovely. So we are barbecuing tonight. You can do these in the oven or on the frying pan if you're not into barbecuing. For us, we barbecue kind of all winter long, and of course the weather is just starting to change now. So we're barbecuing. I like to start with a nice hot grill, and we like our steaks kind of medium. So we really don't kind of put them on for all that long, probably 12 to 13 minutes depending. I also don't like to turn them too often, so I'll just kind of get those on the grill, and we'll clean up our plate and we'll check it out. All right, well, the steaks are done. Poured myself some more wine. And I did tent, so when I took the steaks off the grill, I put them under a little tin foil to let them sit for about 10 minutes. That helps all the juices kind of get throughout the meat. So we're ready to plate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my salad, I'm gonna shake up my dressing, and just pour just enough to make sure everything's all coated. So a good amount. And that gives us another salad for tomorrow. So we're just gonna give that a good little mix, and that helps coat everything. So I'm just gonna take my plate. I'm gonna plate up a good amount, get some good mango in there, and get some cashews, some bacon, of course. All right, and then we're gonna take our steak, and you can really present it any way you like, but we'll grab one of them, and we'll kind of cut a few nice little pieces. Perfectly done. And you can kind of just put them on the side like this. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Small Town Baker Go Savoury steak and mango salad. You could add a potato or a rice to go with that. Maybe some steak, some small frite or something like that. Jennifer, did you like my savory dish? This was for you. Small Town Baker, out.